Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Knock Real. Saturday morning again, so you know what we do every Saturday morning. We get on and we make some beats. So, ready to jump in and do that today. The radio show has been doing very well. You can see that here on the YouTube. The latest show from Thursday night, 6 p.m. I do that. We're trying to do it live, but the internet connection ain't really letting us do what we want to do. It's working, but it ain't working great. But if you want to tune in and listen, that's good. Don't expect a lot from the video because it ain't working out. But you can catch the replay on the Knock Real Beats YouTube, Baby I'm a Star Records radio show. It's a mixed show for independent artists, independent rappers, independent producers. We're going to try to work the producers in more because we got to show love to the producers. Get them in so that they can, shine too. I'm putting them on the beginning. I'm opening the show with a new producer every week. So if you're a producer that got beats and you put them on Spotify or Tidal, really, it's got to be on Tidal, so I can play it from there. I can get you on the show, shout you out, tell people to go buy your beats. Somewhere along the line, I'm going to figure out how to do this again. Maybe in the middle of the show, maybe we can do like a little advertising for somebody in the middle of the show. And then on the YouTube replays, we'll maybe try to put something on the end, to showcase some stuff. So I'm gonna try to make it as much opportunity as possible for the artists that we got, So tap in, it's the Diamond List playlist on Tidal. Let me turn this down just a little bit here so that you can hear me for sure. Tidal, Spotify, the Diamond List playlist. Go over there and check out the music. If you are making this type of music, hello everybody. I see some nice messages and things coming in on TikTok. I can't see everybody. I'm only one person, so I can't moderate and all that stuff and talk to at the same time. But but I love you all. Okay, so. So we're just trying to provide opportunity for underground artists to be able to come out and get support, to be heard. I got a lot of people saying, oh, I can't get my music heard. I can't get my music heard. The attention span for a lot of people is very short. So we don't expect a lot as musicians and as artists, but I'm doing my best to get you out there, all right? So I feel like if I show love, you guys will show love, and everybody will have opportunity to get heard. And I think that's real important because it's some real great music in the underground. But I'm gonna stop talking here because we got to make some beats this morning. That's what we're here to do. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I literally got here about 10 minutes ago. So we got everything up and running and we ready to go. I got my people here on Instagram. Shout out to Instagram, everybody who's tuning in there. Shout out to everybody on my TikTok over here. This is mainly for my YouTube, so we're not streaming or anything here just yet. But what's up everybody on on YouTube when you watch this? Let's get ready to jump in here. I'm gonna stop this here. We don't need that running right now. But don't forget to check out Baby I'm a Star Records radio show. I'm gonna put the link in the description for that. I've got my tracks up here. Let's actually close this whole thing down. Let's move this over. We're gonna start in tracks this morning. We're gonna start with drums. And if we get a nice drum pattern or whatever, it's a little easier to kind of throw some melodies on top of there. And we'll see what happens, all right? So let's do that today. So I've got this Trax up here. Let's turn up my volume again so that we're ready to work. Let's see if we got some drum activity here. Let's click here. Looks like we got drums. That's good. We got a little volume. Let's ride with it. So I'm on kit number 20 right now, and I'm just gonna kind of just go up and see what we find. I like that. Okay, I think I gotta slow the tempo down because of where that's probably gonna end up. Let's go down to about 86. Forgot to put my count in here. Let me go ahead and put my count in here. back to the main screen so you can see what I'm doing here. We're gonna drop in my count in. And we're gonna set this up so that it gets ready to loop too. So I'm gonna go up top here, set up the loop. And you can see the yellow strip at the top of the screen. You'll be able to see that on the YouTube when you watch the replay. But a yellow strip comes up on top of the screen and that shows you where your loop is at. So let's play. We just kind of double and triple up sometimes once in a while just to see what that's going to sound like. Let's do this. Let's quantize it to a 16th. Moved a little bit, so we're going to see what that's going to sound like. I'm going to duplicate this Trax really quick. So I feel like I want to do some more work in there before we work on battery, some stuff out of battery. Trax is by Nathan. I think their sale is done. This week they had a sale. That sale was like $5 or something for each plugin. So you could have got Trax for $5 this week. But if you don't follow me on my Twitter, you don't know. So follow my Twitter. All right, let's see. What else can we do here? Let's switch up the kit a little bit. I want to do something fun, different today. You know how I get down. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Turn that down just a little bit because it's probably a little bit overwhelming. Oh, let's just play the looping. Might want to do them separately too. They're both drops, but they've got very different sounds to them. This one's very deep. This one's got that resonance on the top. So we're probably going to do them separately. Might change. The other half is going to be the drop on the bottom. Okay, cool. Let's quantize that really quickly here. I'm going to add one more of these. Let's duplicate that. One more of these tracks, and then we're going to basically use the same kit. When you duplicate it, it will keep the kit. If you want to keep the events, you can keep the events, which are the MIDI events. You do all that stuff too. So let's drop our bottom in there. We're going to take that one note out. I think I added one note. Okay, yeah. So in the transition here, I think we had a note that I added. I thought that was going to be good, but we don't need it. We want the bottom one there. Okay. So now we've got some drums kind of going already. Let's go ahead and do a quick save. I'm going to do a save as. Go into my folder here. And we always save because we don't want to lose our work here. We're going to go to 58. So we did a beat yesterday, so it's going to be the same. All right, let's take a look at battery. let's do this really quickly. Pull up battery. And we're going to find something in there that's cool to work with. Want a little more percussion and stuff today? Okay, what's this alphabetical pop kit? Let's take a look at that. Wow, that hangs out a lot. Wow, almost don't have to do anything to it. Wow, you hit it like once every every bar or whatever, and it kind of takes care of itself. So let's play with that. That's kind of cool. Like for a hi-hat. Never really seen a hi-hat in a kit that does that. Got a lot of movement though. A lot of movement. Oh, that's interesting. You'd never look at the hi-hat and think that it would do that. But that's pretty cool. All right, let's do another incident of battery after saving. That kit was the alphabetical kit or whatever, something, alphabet something, right? Alphabetical pop kit. Let's see what else is in there. Might be some more interesting stuff in there. I always love wood. Some cool stuff in here. Different. Maybe something that can go underneath. We won't leave it up top, but that reverb makes all the difference. time you hit it. Definitely sounds different every time I hit it. But it's cool. It's interesting. I'm going to take this and turn it down just a lot. Just a lot. And... another snare even to stack on top of that. We'll see. All right, we're going to jump in Arcade and find out what we can do from there. A line and see if we can come up with something that works. Run this Future Perfect and see what we find in there. Make sure we save here. Weird tendencies. That's odd. But let's see. Interesting kit. and make something interesting or not. But it's cool because we can take that out because it sits on a different key, so we can just take it out if we don't want it. because we gotta drop it. It's just not loud enough on that second one, but maybe we can fix that in the mix. We might be able to fix that. That's crazy. This piece of it and we can stick it on 5 and we're going to paste it there. All right, so we didn't have to do it again. I think that's what I want anyway, so there's no point in trying to keep playing it. All right, here we go. Let's quantize it up just a little bit and see what we get. Quantize that snare, so I was like, why does it sound off time? Drop the hi-hats down a little bit because it just didn't need to be that loud. Filtron, we might be able to change it a little bit. Why is it doing that? It's a cool plug-in here. I'll put that on the screen too. It's called Filtron by Polyverse. This is the cutoff. And then you can change the resonances and all that on it. And then there's a drive button here too. Cold and a hot. Very cool. There's like cutoffs and things that you can change here. So I'm gonna play with that a little bit on the second sound too. So I changed it a lot. Here it sounds good, but they sound very separate and they sound very, very dry, maybe a little sharp. But here it kind of melded them, using just the filter, we kind of were able to meld them together just a little bit. Took a little bit of the high out of it too, so that it's not so piercing. Makes it just a little bit smoother. You probably put some kind of reverb on that or something too. Let's play with it. Let's go ahead and put like a little reverb on it and just see what happens. Let me jump into this Manny reverb. I'm not even really being super specific about the reverb or whatever. I'll just jump into this this Manny reverb out of Waves, and we'll see what happens from there. Here's my dry wet knob. I'm going to turn that back. We got phasers, all types of stuff in here. It's just to kind of play with your sound a little bit, give it something a little bit different to work with, you know. You can make it small, medium, large. Playing with this, with the compressor, a little bit of compression in here. I don't think I want my attack to be too short. When you shorten the attack on the compressor, it's gonna give you more of the transient, and that's not really what I want here. I still want it to kind of remain a little bit smooth. Different every time. A little compression on that too. Shorter release. Here a little more transient. It's pulling the transient out a little bit, changing the threshold on it. The reverb is just really loud. A little more, I think the reverb gives it a little character, gives the track a little depth to it too. sometimes in our snares in hip hop, our snares don't have a lot of depth to them. So you have to kind of work with it to kind of make it thicker and fuller. We like fuller, thick snares, but this reverb is different. It's very, very old school to me. So, but it's emotion. It's bringing a certain emotion to the track that I think is very important. CPU a little bit, so what I'm going to do now is probably freeze a couple of these tracks, especially the ones with the effects on it. And when I freeze the track, that's going to give me a little more CPU. Using a lot of VSTs, so a lot of instances of the VSTs which use a lot of CPU, so that degrades the sound a little bit. But once you bounce everything down and everything, you don't hear any of that, which is cool. So kind of got to put up with it while I'm producing for right now. We might look for 1 or 2 more sounds like to add on top of it. I almost hear like some strings on top of it, some type of pad or string on top of it. I think that might work out for us. So we'll see what we get when we do that. Maybe to add just a little more drama to it. It's already kind of got a little drama with the snare, the way the snare is loud, the reverbed out, and way the kind of the melody's kind of working. I think there's drama there, but maybe some strings or something might help us with that. So what I'm gonna do is just keep freezing these tracks up. This freeze can be undone so that you can move notes around if you need to. But it saves you CPU. It saves you CPU so that you're not limited to the tracks that you can use in MIDI. You're not super limited. You can get a little bit more out of your machine. I don't know. Let's try Analog Lab. I don't know that I have anything in there that's going to be dramatic the way that I want, but we can check and see. Let's go over here. Over to the right screen. Let's go here, close that. Go to Analog Lab. See if that opens. There we go. Let's see, we've got strings here, so we're going to click on this and then we're going to figure out what we got as far as strings go. Like that, but just developing really slow. play that, but we'll see what we get. Simple, but maybe it's effective. Let's see what we got here. We have something we can change the sustain on it a little bit. All right, so maybe we might have to stack it. Let's do this. Let's stack it. I'm gonna duplicate that track. See here, duplicate that. I'm gonna duplicate it with the events. And we'll try to see if we can find something that has a little bit longer sustain on it. To play underneath that. Let's take this one. We're gonna go in the strings here. Oh, I don't have my. Oh, we don't need it really. Let's go here. Kind of nice. That's what we were using. Okay, that has like a nice sustain on it. That's kind of what I was looking for. Kind of switch it off. You can switch out and have that other melody underneath come in sometimes. And maybe this is Still drop that down a lot. Let's go ahead and freeze these down. And so it's all about just getting ideas. You know, it doesn't mean that, you know, the artist's going to use it that way, or that's even going to go to an artist. It could go to something sync-wise. It could go to, you know, something YouTube channel or something. Who knows? You know, music, it can be used in lots of different ways. So it can be just an instrumental track, who knows? But there's some sort of life to it or whatever. So you just try to get your ideas down. You don't have to produce everything the same day. You might come back to it a couple days later, listen to it, say, you know, oh, I don't like this, or what I thought I heard, I didn't hear. So it's important to not kind of put yourself in a box, really, with it, and put so much pressure on yourself that you have to, that you're compromising your art and compromising what you want to complete. So, you know, so that's, you know, that's important production wise, is because it's never finished until you actually have the finished product or whatever. Even after the artist gets on it, you still might change things. You just want to have the bare bones idea of what it is, you know, and then you can serve it to the artist or whatever, and they can write to it. They do a song and then they put their input in and say they like this, they don't like that. And you work with your whole team, and that's why the team is important. A lot of us, like myself, can do everything, all the way up to recording it and mastering it and putting it out. We do everything, but you don't have to be a one-man team either. If you've got people around you, resources that you can access, and people that you can kind of work with, you can actually work with them, grab them, bring them in, have them work on your stuff with you. That number one, gets you a better product, hopefully. Number two, it gets you networking. So, you know, that's a big thing, you know, for artists and producers. I see a lot of, you know, we call them bedroom producers, but everybody's pretty much doing the same thing. But they really literally are just at home producing. So they don't really mingle with a lot of other artists. They don't mingle with a lot of other producers or whatever. If they collab, they just kind of make what they make and send it out and hope somebody uses it, type thing. But it's good to have those personal relationships too, because you never know, 2 years down the line, there could be an opportunity, and because they've been working with you, they might call you up, you know, so those relationships are important too. So I think we're done here. I'm getting some messages and things coming in, so I'm gonna get out of here. I think we got something pretty decent today. I'm happy with what we got. I wanted something different. You know, I'm on my way here this morning. I was like, I just want to do something different, and something, you know, that kind of grabs attention. So I think we've got that. We've got a little emotion in it. We've got some nice drums and things going on in it. So I think we got what we came to get this morning. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. You guys take it easy. Everybody be safe. We're going to jump out of here now, go get something to eat, and work on editing this up, all right? All right, peace. We'll talk to you soon. Attention all artists, it's your boy Knock Rio. Baby, I'm a star record. If you make hip-hop and R&B music and you know it's great, but you're having trouble getting people to listen to it, hit us up. Submission to the Dynalist playlist also will be played on the Baby I'm a Star Records radio show Thursday night, 6 p.m. YouTube. This is Opportunity Knocking. What you gonna do?
You do too much and ain't got the nerve trying to dance with me.
Find something safe to do for your family, gotta pay for you to live another day or two. I'm the truth and nobody likes to hear the truth. Rather live in ignorance. As kids they stole our innocence.
Everybody eat. Most of them my haters, God chose to sit and watch me feast.
Erica Mason.
It's funny how the tables turn from people pleasing to watching all of these bridges burn. I let the tears just water all of my lessons learned, and never let the way somebody treat me determine my worth. Never.
I heard
pain
that.
is temporary. Some people only show you love in your obituary. Some people only show support when it's beneficial.
Right.
But I've been moving in this place like it's residential. So you don't need validation when you choose yourself. You can't build with everybody, learn to choose your help. People underestimate what they don't understand. The same people who rejected me becoming a fan. But can you blame them? I've been speaking truth that'll change them. Words carry weight, better save them. Words carry weight, better.
Words carry weight.
I don't even trip about it.